Today on my channel planner, friends, I'm doing a plan with me with a twist. I am scheduling self-care for next week, the week from Christmas to New Year's Eve in my planner. I'm using these stickers. I'm using some of these washi stickers. I really want to encourage you to start the new year strong and join me in some self-care. So stay tuned. Hello planner friends, and welcome to my channel. I'm One Crafty Dolo and I'm so happy you're here with me today. Well, this is the final plan with me for this year, and it's exciting because I'm going to do something a little bit different, but I'm glad you're here with me. Thank you for taking your time and spending it with me. If you're new, you're welcome to subscribe and tap the notification bell. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much. I am thrilled with the community we're creating on here. I appreciate you all the time, and I'm sending extra blessings your way for 2024. So if you've been following me, you know that in September I went from personal planners to an A5. I tried an A5 before. In fact, I think on one of my early videos I talked about how I didn't like my A5 and now I love my A5. So yeah, anyway, so let's get to it. I can link my setup video below, although I am changing planners for 2024. I love how this all turned out. I love the way, the decorating. I love combining planning and paper crafting and so forth. That just makes me happy. Incidentally, if you didn't see my video that I dropped about my phrase of the year, I did create this. I'm saving it to put in my new planner. My phrase is walk in light. Last year my phrase was be the light, but this is a little different. This is geared more towards avoiding anxiety and all of those things. And so how am I going to do that, etc. So here we have this week, and pretty good. I did do all my cleaning. I did manage to get some yoga in, which, an exercise, which for my exercise, I'm doing a 5x5. I call it 5 exercise, 5 reps each. And so technically you should do it 5 days a week. I haven't been doing that, but whatever. So let's talk about this last week, and it's amazing how the first falls on a Monday. All the planner peeps are like, excited about that, and what I want to take from this week. So I moved it in closer just because, I thought that was a pretty good idea here. So I brought you in closer, and what I'm doing this week is not related to holidays, and my plan with me is basically I want to plan for a week of self-care. That's my goal. And so how am I going to do that? We have Christmas Monday, we have New Year's Eve on Sunday. So all the days in between are going to be me taking care of me. And I'm doing this on purpose. I was not going to share this, but I think I should, because I want to remind you that it is not selfish to take care of you. So these are the 3 sticker books I've picked out to work in here. This is a new one. These are all new, actually. And then there's this butterfly one from the Happy Planner. So what I want to do is start with Christmas and New Year's, and then we can go from there, right? So let me say this. I don't know who needs to hear this. I'm always honest on my channel. And I want to remind you that time for yourself is really incredibly important. You need to be you. You need to remember you. And it's so hard sometimes. I've been there, unfortunately. I have been there. And it can be really frustrating, and you can be exhausted. And yes, I know. So I want to inspire you this week to take care of yourself. And I think generally speaking, for most women, taking care of yourself often falls to the bottom. It just does, and we're kind of conditioned that way. And I want to remind you today that no, it doesn't have to be that way. You can take care of yourself before you or in addition, I should say, not before, but in addition to taking care of those around you. So now I want to add some of these just for fun, and it's really pretty, isn't it? And I was eyeing some of these kind of washi stickers, they call them. I always call them washi strips, but they're actually washi stickers, and it says good things take time. So I want to add this up here and really share with you my ideas of self-care for this year, actually. And so going into a new year, I thought it would be a really good idea to get myself, what's the word I'm looking for? Situated. I want to get myself situated and start the new year right. It's a little wrinkled. I'm going to fix this. I want to start the new year's not in a hole. So as I was talking about my phrase of the year, walk in light, a lot of that is based on different anxiety problems I've had. And you know what? I'm honest on this channel. I have been doing so well. Things have been going so well. But that doesn't mean anxiety doesn't rear its ugly, stupid head. I hate it. And so that choice of a phrase was really, for me, wow, aren't these pretty? I'm tempted to add one more in, I might. That choice of a phrase for me was really important because I wanted to, what's the word I'm looking for? I wanted to say to myself, you know, you're not alone, etc. And by walking in light, what I mean is when I'm having a bad day, I'm going to breathe. I'm going to remind myself that no, I'm not alone. I'm worthy. I do the things, and I think our society fosters lots of anxiety in people. Unfortunately, I wish it didn't, but it does. And so taking back your power in that can be a lot of work. I'm being honest with you. It can be a lot of work, but I'm doing it. And I want to inspire you, if you are also suffering in some way with it, to know that no, you're not alone. I should use tweezers. I never do. I'm not that coordinated, if you want the truth. Anyway, I want to remind you that you have power. You're not powerless, and that, you know, you matter, as it were. So my goal this year is to really walk in the light. And when I hit, I'm determined, when I hit a patch of anxiety, I'm going to say that to myself again and again and again, like, you're walking in light. What are you worried about? This is going to be okay. And I'm hopeful that at some point this is going to really sink into me. And do I want to use any of these? I don't know. I don't know that they're going to go with the color palette. No, I think I'll wait on those and we'll go back to this. So I want to encourage you. So self-care isn't selfish. You see all the hashtags. Oh, self-care, be you, blah, blah. I'm saying blah, blah, because sometimes these things they take on a life of their own. And if you're mucking around in life and you're dealing with things, you may not feel that way. You may feel like, yeah, it's not selfish, but I don't have time to think. So I don't know you. I don't know where you are in life, but I do know one thing. You deserve love. You deserve to be happy. And I can't make that happen for you, but I can help you see your value. And that's always something I'm trying to do here on my channel, in my writing. I want people to know that, you know, you're valuable, you're worthy, you matter. Where are we going to put this? I think we'll put this right here. I'm trying to coordinate it with the end there. Just a few stickers to liven this up a bit. I like this sticker pad, and it was 40% off, I think, at Hobby Lobby. That's pretty good, right? Okay, so I just added a few more stickers. So I'm going to break out this. I'm also going to break out this. Maybe this one too. Maybe. Okay, so what I would like to do first off is I should put something here. I know I have the Merry Christmas. Let me think about what color I want to use in my markers. And I'm actually thinking about going neutral, or no. Why go neutral? Go bold or go home. And I'm just going to simply write joy to the world. Okay, and down here I'm going to put self-care. I'm always losing hair. I don't know. I feel like Cousin It sometimes. So we have New Year's Eve. We have Christmas Day. That's a lot, you know. What? Oh, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to remind myself of my phrase for next year. Okay, that's there. So now let's talk about the self-care that I'm going to have for next week and how I'm setting this up. The day after Christmas, my son will be here, so I can't wait for that. So I'm going to put him down here. And what I'm going to focus on that day is good food. I'm also going to get up early and exercise, and notice I'm not putting it on a sticky note. I'm putting it in there. And of course, our dinner, we're going to have leftovers. So my self-care is going to be spending time with my son, who's wonderful, and exercise. Then we have the day after, which I do have some goals in my goal planner that I need to take care of. But again, self-care. So what I'm going to do is make this hair day, if you will. And I need to get a haircut. It's been, oh my God, it's been like 6 months, I think. Let me just grab some tea here. So what I think I will do is I'm going to make an appointment to get my hair cut. And I'll probably have to slightly trim my bangs. Yep, I've always had bangs. I don't care if they're in style or not. It's my own thing. It is what it is. And then I'm also going to deep condition. Okay, so Christmas Day with my son, then it's self-care. On Thursday, I want to do mani and pedi. And I'm going to exfoliate, and I'm going to really work on my, pedi. Mask for my feet. I get them from Walmart. They have the Aveeno foot mask. It's really inexpensive and I love it. I'm also going to work on my cuticles, and I'm going to select my color for January. I always change my nail polish every month. Okay, so you see what I'm doing here? It's, for me, self-care is a lot of this. And you know what I'm going to remind myself of all these days is journal. Yeah. And even especially, I want to journal about my day with my son. Okay, so let's move on to Thursday, right? Or Friday, rather. Sorry. So I brought you in a little bit closer, and this is going to be any recipes for New Year's, and I'm gonna make it a baking day. I'm gonna probably pack my son up with, I'm making so many different desserts for Christmas. I decided to do something different. No pies. I'm doing brownies, blondies, cranberry cake, blueberry lemon cake, strawberry oatmeal squares, all kinds of stuff. So I'll probably do another baking day, or alternatively, I'm just gonna, take the day and menu plan as well for going into January. That's a form of self-care for me. On Saturday, it's going to be all about Crafternoon. Now, that doesn't mean I won't have crafty time in these other places, but yeah, and here I want to make sure I put in my journaling. And the other thing I want to start doing in here is scrapbooking and memory keeping. I want to get started on that. So I want to start some layouts. Yeah, I think I'm going to leave that, and I'm going to get some extra rest. Why not? I don't believe it. I don't like going out for New Year's Eve. Not my thing. So, I still want to rest because I'll probably stay up. So I have my walk and light, and then down here, I'm going to put welcome. Ooh, hard to believe, isn't it? So that's my week for next week. I would encourage you, if you have time, maybe not a full week. I understand that. I mean, I have some work to do between all this, believe me. I'm not just able to sit here and slug off as I, slack along. But I want you to know that self-care matters, and I wanted to inspire you to get your rest, to engage in self-care however you see fit. Looking at recipes is actually one of my favorite forms of self-care. Really quickly, I want to share 2 quick things with you, just to show you what I mean. I had picked this up a long time ago and I never used it. It was from Carpe Diem Puka Pads. So this is just a blank scrapbook. Sorry, I whacked the camera. So I'm going to try to start setting this up. I have so many papers and I want to really start getting into preserving my memories. I haven't done enough of that. The last thing I want to show you is a preview of something coming up. I follow Pink Strawberries on YouTube, and she bought these from My Porch Prints. They're printables. They were $1.50, and I had somebody print them for me so I didn't have to pay because I don't have a printer. Aren't these gorgeous? So I think when I set up my January 2024 planner, I'm going to use some of these. I love them. I may put them against cardstock. I printed them on regular paper again. I'll link her below, My Porch Prints, but I can't wait to use these. $1.50. I mean, seriously. And it wasn't my ink, and I didn't have to pay for the copies. So those are some previews of what's upcoming. Anyway, that's it for today, and I thank you for being here with me. And please, in the comments below, tell me how you engage in self-care, because I'd really love to know. I don't care if it's binging movies, sleeping, whatever you need to do. I always encourage you to journal though. So thank you for being here. I wish everyone the happiest New Year's ever, and I can't wait to see you again in 2024. Bye, planner friends.